you ever notice how the truth doesn't come out when things are calm? It comes out when somebody's starting to feel the heat. Because today, something shifted. Okay, so let's lay it out. For months, Candace Owens has put allegations on the table that TPUSA refused to answer straight questions, anything at all, honestly. They were radio silent, dismissive. They acted like she was the problem for even asking. And then, out of nowhere, at midnight, they drop a perfectly packaged invitation for a face-to-face meeting. Not a conversation, not a back and forth, but a deadline. They gave her 24 hours, like they were serving court papers. And here's the part they're hoping that people forget, right? So Candace never backed down. Not once. She never declined. She literally said, quote, "We can do this tomorrow," unquote. She gave them options. She showed up with flexibility. They're the ones, though, who out of nowhere locked in a date, the time, the location, every detail, like it was already scripted. Like they already had everything ready to go. And then they tried to make it seem like she was avoiding them. But the internet caught the vibes immediately. We all know that. They were asking questions like, like, why does this have to be in person? Why can't this be virtual like any normal meeting in 2025? So is it for safety? Or is it for optics? Or is it because they needed control of the environment? People started to say Candace shouldn't go. I mean, that's valid, right? They started to say that, her safety would be at risk. But ironically, if something did happen, TPUSA would be the first place to look. That would be the first place that anyone looked in that type of situation. So maybe the dangerous narrative is actually a distraction. Or maybe it's pressure. Or maybe it's them trying to box her in a corner just so they can say, see, she didn't show. She must not have the receipts, that she's claimed to have. But here's where it really gets interesting. Just rock with me for a second. Here's where it really gets interesting. This didn't come from Charlie's team. It didn't come from the PR people. It didn't come from the suits behind the scenes that everybody talks about. No. So today, on the Candace Owens show, it came out that Erica Kirk, the one that they treat like she's untouchable, unbothered, unreachable. Yeah, she's the one who said no. Hey, team, I need you to answer these questions. Let's do this. Now, if Erica is side-eyeing her own team, and if Erica wants clarity, then something is wrong behind closed doors. Which makes sense as to why TPUSA is scrambling. Let's not forget, okay? America Fest is literally days away. And mind you, it's days away after their forced December 15th date that they gave Candace. It's literally days away from that date. They know millions of eyes are about to be on them. So is this about truth? Or is it about saving face? Is it about saving face before their biggest event of the year? Because from where I'm sitting, it looks like a smear shield disguised as an invitation. Like a last minute PR Hail Mary to make Candace look unreliable. When in reality, though, she's the only one who didn't run. She didn't hide. She didn't even say no, even though they're trying to make it seem like she declined the offer. And the fastest way to tell who's guilty, just watch who controls the clock. You ready to get into this? Yes. Let's get into the video. All right, so with all of that being said, my name is Nikki.
And I'm Melissa.
And this is In Cahoots Podcast.
Don't forget to subscribe, guys. It costs you nothing, but helps us a whole lot.
Absolutely. And also, if you want to support the channel, which we hope that you do, right here, right there below, that is our Cash App, Venmo. Follow us on X, follow us on TikTok, and follow us on Instagram. That also helps a lot too. And every single one of these options are free. But yeah, if you want to donate to the channel, if you want to help us out, support the channel so that we can get better for you, please do so. We would appreciate it.
Yes.
Live response of a live stream that is not actually a live stream that's interested in getting to the truth. I also love that they're now trying to cage it. Like they were doing this live stream to respond irrespective of me, when their entire introduction to this live stream was him speaking for 10 minutes and assassinating my character. And now it's like, oh, this isn't about Candace. We're going to do this irrespective. And again, I don't love the fact that he heavily implies that Erica sanctioned that. He obviously didn't write it himself. And she's a CEO, and it would follow that a CEO would read that. Why allow for those lies in there and misrepresentations? I don't get that. And I do hope she attends, because these would be my questions. Also, Erica, if you're watching, can I submit to you a list of 5 questions? Since it has to be in person and whatever, because of like intuitive stuff or something. If that is the requirement, can I submit like Candace's top 5 questions? Can we do that? Or is that too hard? It has to be in person or something. Again, we're trying to bend over backwards here to make this work somehow.
Okay. Erica did say, let's get this stuff addressed. Mm-hmm. Do you think, who wrote that letter?
Attorneys.
Big
facts. I think attorneys. I don't think Erica would have put. Okay, so Erica just within the past couple of weeks have followed her on Twitter, followed her on Instagram. I don't think she wrote that. Mm-hmm. But
now, do you think that she read it and was like, yeah, that's fine, okay?
But I think it was her idea to have it written out. Mm-hmm. I don't think that she had a hand in what it said. Mm-hmm. But I think when Candace goes through that one, what she just said, where she goes, hey Erica, can I at least get 5 questions of, blase. I think that goes to show us what we were talking about in our last videos, as to where her and Candace do not have a relationship.
Not at all.
They do not have a relationship. You know what I'm saying? Which is interesting because, her, as close as they were.
Her best friend was this woman's husband.
Yeah, like, but they never had a relationship. Why can't you go to Erica and just really be like, hey. But you have to go through your video like, hey, can I get 5 questions? And like, are you already going in defeated, Candace? Like, that's my problem. Are you already going into this meeting as to where it's like, well, I know they probably won't let me talk, and I know they're probably gonna smear me, and I know, you know. Yeah, I don't know.
I don't think she should go.
No, right?
Yeah.
Why don't you think she should go?
I just think that why? For what? I mean, anything.
No, she has to.
I mean, well, anything. What I'm saying is anything that could or would happen in person or said could be said on live stream. Like what?
Facts.
You know, and even with if Erica is there, you can still communicate with her on live stream.
Facts. Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I don't know. I don't.
An in-person physical interaction is not needed.
It's really not.
It's not needed. Everybody.
And why is it pushed for what?
Everybody puts each other. They send a link, and they put all these people they want to debate on live stream, and Candace does it all the time, and they do it at the Charlie Kirk show. They've done it many times. Just send a link and join the live. Like, why? What are we doing? Why do you need her there? But then again, like I said in the monologue too, is the thing is that if anything happened to Candace, I mean, where are we gonna look first?
Right. So that's my thing with that too. Of course, all fingers would be pointed to TPUSA, but to pinpoint a individual or have somebody held accountable for that's a whole nother question.
Which is why I think they're trying to save face too, because it's all about their reputation and what they look like. And that's almost the biggest question, is that everybody knows, okay, really, they're not going to really let something happen to do something to Candace as to where they're going to be looked at crazy, especially with America Fest coming and all of that crap. However, if anything did happen, they're going to look like the guilty party.
Back to Erica. My opinion. I do think that she was like, yes, come on, team. Yes, you guys, answer these questions. She's saying that you can't even answer a simple question. Let's answer her questions. So that I think that the team went along with that. And yes, they're going to, set something. But I don't think she had anything to do with what was written in that letter.
Me neither.
And they just complied and they said, okay, we're going to do what Erica says. But I don't think she had anything to do with what was in the letter itself.
I just said this because I saw it because when it first happened, when it actually happened, when TPUSA, I always say TPS, when TPUSA put out that video, Blake Neff, everybody was like, oh my God, is this the attorneys and this and that. But now I learned something I did not know, which was he was the actual monologue writer for Tucker Carlson.
Oh, yeah. I learned that today, too.
Maybe he wrote that. I mean, that was his entire job for none other than Tucker Carlson. Like, he has the best monologues ever. I don't know who's writing them now for him, because he definitely never wrote his own monologues. So it was Blake Neff that was doing that. Maybe he wrote that himself, actually. Maybe it is a genuine, statement.
Statement, right.
Work, and I would like to make this work, and I would especially like to make this work if you are saying or implying that Erica Kirk is going to be there. Because the reality is that would be a game changer. I think that's a game changer. I think it would be very powerful to have her there to represent the viewpoints in a way that they're maybe not being shared by Blake Neff, who is incredibly unlikable and speaks down to people. And I don't know why he does that. It's not coming across clearly from your spokesperson, Andrew Colvat, who seems to be on the road and isn't course correcting in the attitudes that are coming out, or at least telling people not to be like late night tweeting like Tyler Boyer. And yeah, it would be great if you are saying that on the 15th, Erica Kirk, as you are insinuating that she's going to be there, right? She's directing this thing. Are you implying here that she's going to actually be in the chair and she's willing to allow me to bring things and to go over timelines and stuff? Like, can you make that offer through the proper channels? Can you actually say that, since you now have more details about how it's going to work, and reopen that offer again? There is no way in hell that George can make the 15th work. I just said it. No, he shut it down immediately, and for a very valid reason. And it is not my inclination to go to Phoenix without having my team with me. And my husband is very much a part of my team. But I will say that I will raise it further with the Supreme Court of George Farber. If you are insinuating, and actually if you can confirm that you are saying that you will allow me, as you said further in this, to bring whatever it is, because it would be more authentic if it was face to face. If you're saying that I don't have to deal with you and this is actually going to be very open and I can ask every question under the sun, I might beg. I might beg. So I would love to hear from Turning Point USA and stop pretending 24 hours was some demand that had to be met, because that's ridiculous.
Ridiculous is you thinking that you're gonna beg. Listen, just so the world can see, George Farmer, if you don't know, that is her husband. His birthday is December 15th. Why would you ever do this on this man's birthday? That's strategic. When Candace Owens clearly said, we could do this tomorrow. We could do it tonight.
Yeah, they picked it. They picked that date on purpose.
What are we doing?
But I don't know.
That's crazy.
She just might be there.
No, she's not thinking. She's being a Taurus. Is she a Taurus? Yeah, she is.
She is a Taurus.
She's 100% just diving in right now. And once a Taurus mind is set on what they want and what they feel like is right, and they will beg their partner, but they are very submissive women. As to where that if they do say no, I mean, they're not going to go against their man. They're not going against their wife or whatever,
But he might just give in, especially.
No.
You don't know that. You don't know that. I mean, to her, it's something that's very big. If they're saying that she can ask questions, she can talk, she can say whatever she wants, she can bring receipts, she can bring,
But for TPUSA, though, to not even consider, not even the day before the 14th. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That is weird. It's weird.
Make things right with Black people so that we can throw our support behind you. Quote, no permanent allies or enemies, only permanent interests. Cut the check. I don't know what cut the check means, but I don't know how to make things right with Black people. I don't know what that means, because I feel like I've always been right with Black people because I'm Black.
Barely.
So I feel like I've always been cool with everything I said. I just tell the truth. I don't really care how people feel. And so I feel like during BLM, Black people were really mad at me because I was telling the truth, but then the truth ended up being the truth. And BLM was a scam, and they were buying themselves houses. So maybe Black people should make up with me. That's what I want. I want people who supported BLM to make up with me, and I will accept your apology.
I'll accept your apology.
Yo, that's funny.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. Listen, can I talk to you as a Black person? Here's the thing. I will openly admit when I'm wrong.
Mm-hmm.
And I was never a fan of Candace Owens because I did think she was a self-hating Black woman. When I got older, I mean, I'm only 32, so this was years ago at this point when it first started in a way. But it was a long time ago, and I just kept hearing what people were saying, clips that they had taken. Now that I got my frontal lobe, I'm like, okay, wait a minute. Let me go back and actually listen to what the woman is saying. And I was able to fact check a lot of the things that she was saying. And I do think that BLM was a scam. It really was. Mm-hmm. These people were filthy, dirty rich, while, you got people that's in these urban neighborhoods burning their communities. I'm not going to take that back. Here's the thing. Candace Owens used a Black woman. We're going to protect you. A lot of us a lot of Black people might talk a little crap, you know what I'm saying? But if this is not the time to really put your money where your mouth is, all the Black people saying that, we have to protect Black women at all costs. Okay, this is the time.
Yeah.
This is the time. Not with the Black women, and I might get heat for that, I don't really care, but not with the Black women that are in abusive relationships, and then they call the police, and then they go back to the same man to have it done over and over again. That's not the black women that we need to protect at all costs. Those are the black women that are wasting our time. So let's make something clear. When you have a international threat on your life, that is the time to protect black women at all costs. So therefore, Candace, we may not have liked everything that you've said.
Right.
We may not have listened to everything that you've said. But we are smart enough, even though the other side may not think that we are. We are smart enough to know when it is time to protect our people, and this is a time. And you may not know this. You might be realizing it, but you may not fully know this. There's so many black people that are in your corner right now that and honestly, it is low-key shocking because a lot of black people didn't fuck with you, and that's true.
That is the truth.
But now I've never seen so many black people in your corner before. So don't be cocky and say like, oh yeah, they owe me an apology. I mean, it's funny. It was funny. I ain't gonna lie to you. I laughed.
It was funny.
But let's be for real though. We know when it's really time to stand up.
Yeah.
I'm gonna leave it at that. And I'm gonna be for real. Candace, I fuck with you. I didn't used to fuck with you.
Right.
But I fuck with you, Candace. Anyway.
Tim Morgan writes, the truth is...
All right, so let me see something. All right, so there was something else that I wanted to bring up. You don't even know about this yet, right? So on X. Okay. Let me make sure. Okay, so Project Constitution, he's super popular on X, like, or she. I don't know. Sorry, if he or she, whatever. They're very much popular on X, and something had come out today earlier when I was trying to put the show together. It says,
I'm all pointing at whoa.
You want to read it? You're closer.
If anyone has any information as to where Charlie Kirk's body is currently located, please reach out. I can't really say more than that at the moment, but if you know, you know. Where is this man's body? I didn't know that we didn't know where this man's body was.
Let's watch this video.
Okay.
Remember, Erica Kirk actually put this out right after he passed away, and she actually showed his body.
What about his burial? How come we haven't seen anything about his burial? We saw so much, and then we saw nothing. I lie.
Does it crack open?
What about his burial?
Okay, so what we'll do is let's just...
I lie.
All right, so everybody has been trying to figure things out. Candace Owens actually did say something to the effect that he had a private Catholic burial, and that's why nobody knows anything. But still, it didn't make sense because there was like a insider where he was supposed to have been buried, and they were saying that his name was there, but he wasn't. So, and apparently in the Catholic religion, it's against the rules to not the rules, but the rules of like the law of the Bible to cremate. You're a Catholic, that's why I'm looking at you, because I don't know if that's for real.
That you're not supposed to cremate? Wait, what?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know.
We can look
because my mom is a diehard Catholic, and she even switched up and wants to be cremated.
Yeah. Okay. So I did see a few comments that kind of threw me, because it says, this guy here, Trent, he said, how about we don't spread the location of his grave so it's not destroyed by the left and the people that think he's still alive. So pretty much Democrats and tinfoil hat wearers. However, Project Constitution rebutted and said, again, what grave? Where's the grave? All right. Now, then there was another comment that blew me, and it was actually this one. Blew me like Bubba. So it says, does this have anything to do with what Irina Mappin posted about? And Project Constitution put a hand clap emoji, and then somebody else put the little eye emoji. Now, were you gonna say something? I'm sorry.
No.
Now, let's kind of dig into this, right? Irina Mappin, she, interestingly enough, Let me go down here really quick so you can kind of see. This because this is the next thing I need you to see. So, Irina Mappin is the wife of I think his name is John Mappin. Let me make sure. Yeah, John Mappin. They are huge donors
For TPUSA.
for TPUSA. Huge donors. And this entire time, John Mappin has been very vocal at the fact that he is on Candace's side because he felt like he's known Charlie long enough to know like what he was going through and how he felt and what have you. So I have seen a lot of things for John Mappin, but I haven't seen too much with his wife. Now, when that comment said, does this have anything to do with what she posted? This is what they meant. Okay. Somebody by the name of Milo, another big person on X, says, I know for a fact that Charlie Kirk has still not been buried, right? And then she says this. Like literally, quote, this. Okay. There's another one that says here. Someone said yesterday, I'm not going to read the whole thing, just right here. Someone said yesterday this is Blake Neff. This is, actually, I'm not going to read that because you guys all know what he said. He pretty much is saying that, hey, we made it clear that here's the scheduling. It's a formal response, blah, 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 about the allegations and blah, 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 blah. So Irina Mappin, John Mappin's wife, said if Charlie Kirk had been properly buried, he would be turning in his grave at the behavior of Turning Point executives as it is. May God help his soul. Mind you, these are humongous donors of TPUSA when Charlie was alive. So this is kind of like, wait, what?
Right.
Here's another crazy thing here. I'm not going to read this whole thing either because John Mappin is very long-winded. So his posts are so long. But whatever. So somebody found this picture here, right? And he says, I do believe that we are all on a divine path and that God gives us signs. I had seen this before. I'm sorry. My bad. I had not seen this before. No. But now you pointed it out as at IMAP and said it is kind of mind-blowing and humbling. There is no question that Candace, because he's so behind her, is guided by God. Okay. So here's a picture. Okay, so here's the picture.
September 10th.
You saw it already, huh? This is John Mappin right here. He adored Charlie Kirk. But anyway, up here, if you see here, how ironic is that to have that number there? 9/10 when Charlie Kirk died, September 10th. Like history, geography, like, but having 9/10 there, that's crazy sauce.
Yeah, it could be a crazy coincidence, but it is a trip.
It's such a trip. It's such a trip. But apparently, the word on the curb is that where's the man's body at?
So what? On 9/10, he will be silenced.
Bro, stop it! I did not see that. Wait, point that out one more time, babe. Okay, boom. Oh, wait. First of all, you guys can't even freaking see. What we doing, y'all? Oh, my God. You guys can't even see. Let me move this. Oh, not that. Okay.
Excuse us.
Yeah. No, it's cool. We're all in the club. We all fam. No, it's all good. No, okay. So first of all, what I was trying to explain, and I didn't know we were covering it, I'm sorry, is that right up here where the arrows are, this is John Mappin, who's been very vocal. Right up here where the arrows are, you see 9/10, Charlie Kirk.
On 9/10, people will travel to silence Charlie Kirk.
Melissa is here with the bangers. This is my Virgo. Bro, this is definitely going to be a viral short. Oh, my mommy. This is going to be a viral short. Why are you like this? That is so amazing. That's mine. Anyway, okay, let's break that. You break it down. I'm just going to point. Go ahead, girl.
All right. So on 9/10, people will travel
Wait a minute, 9/10. This is when Charlie Kirk died.
People will
They
travel
will travel
to
to
silence
silence.
Charlie Kirk.
Yo, you're like Inspector Gadget.
Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun.
Yo, do you understand what you just uncovered? People were only looking at 9/10. They're not even looking at the fact that there's the 9/10. People will travel to silence right here. This man. You killed it. Put it right there. Let's do it again. Do it again, baby. Right here. Go ahead.
On 9/10,
Right here.
people will travel
Boom.
to silence
Uh-huh.
Charlie Kirk.
This one. What? Wait? What? Nobody is looking at all of that. Everybody. That's why only this is literally freaking. That's why this is the only one that's actually showing.
Now,
what are we doing?
We gotta make our own with arrows.
Dead. Oh, no pun intended.
Oh.
I meant like dead ass. All right, so after all of that excitement, we're going to end this video because we have things to do. I need you guys to share this video. We came up you. I'm not even going to take nothing from you. That was great. I love that. I love that you saw that because it makes so much sense.
Mm-hmm.
On 9/10, people will travel to silence the man in the picture.
Man in a picture.
You did that. Yo, but please make sure you share this video. Subscribe.
Please don't forget to subscribe. Costs you nothing, guys. Helps us a whole lot.
Big facts. It's completely free to subscribe. Please help us out on this. Also, if you want to donate to the channel, if you want to support us, right here, you're going to see our Cash App, our Venmo. Follow us on X. Follow us on TikTok and Instagram. They're all right here. It is free to do all of that. We are making a Patreon. I'm not done with it, so that's not in yet. But right now, all of this is 100% free. And yeah, help us share this. It's crazy. I think we came up on something.
Yes, we did. We sure did, and nobody better steal it.
That's what I'm saying. Like, you big creators, you better give us the props. Be nice. Be nice.
Be nice. Share a little love.
Big facts. All right. So my name is Nikki.
I'm Melissa.
This has been In Cahoots Podcast. It's been a pleasure. I hope you guys have a great night. Stay safe. We will see you tomorrow. Bye.